the Trump steamroller so far lies in the complete abdication of Republican congressmen to say no to anything, whether it's involving things that they've approved budgetarily, that they've said, yes, we want to spend money on that program, and Trump says, no, you're not. You write today in The Hill that GOP senators are terrified of facing primary challengers funded by Musk. This fear is real. We've seen Elon Musk outright threaten Susan Collins. If you don't get in line and vote for Pete Hegseth, I'm going to primary you.
Yeah. And, Trump has threatened to primary people in the past. The difference now is he has unlimited resources, or his allies do, to make good on that threat. And, we remember that Donald Trump tried to primary Lisa Murkowski, supported her primary opponent back in 2022, didn't do anything. He called for a primary challenge against John Thune in 2022. That didn't amount to much. But now with Elon Musk there, he funneled $250 million in the presidential campaign. Money is no issue. And what's interesting is Elon Musk visited Capitol Hill on December 5th, talked to House lawmakers, basically told them he has a naughty and nice list, mainly a naughty list. You don't want to be on it. After that visit to Capitol Hill, you saw in the Senate a thing changed on Hegseth. People like Joni Ernst, Lindsey Graham, who had concerns about Hegseth before or wouldn't endorse him, came out in support of it. So money talks, as they say. Money talks, and they're all falling in line on Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr. and Kash Patel, who are all considered to be somewhat controversial nominees and all look like they're having smooth sailing as they go on to final confirmation. Hey, Chris, let's get to the tariffs, because in the first 3 weeks that Trump's been in office, he has threatened more tariffs than he did in his entire first 4 years in office in his first term. The latest are these tariffs, these 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum that he just signed a proclamation for a few minutes ago. They helped American steel factories in his first term when he did this, but it did hurt other businesses. And overall, those 25% tariffs in his first term cost the U.S. economy more than $1 billion.
Correct. And I think it is really important, Elizabeth, when we talk about tariffs, that we talk about that the cumulative effect here was net quite negative for the U.S. economy. Look, Donald Trump is not super consistent about a lot of things, to be honest. But one thing he is quite consistent on is he believes tariffs to be a significant lever that can be used to get more companies to build and make things in the United States, to get concessions out of other countries. It is a theory of the case. I will note it is not a theory that most economists agree with. Most of them would say tariffs are ultimately punitive on, because the cost of tariffs are being paid by the U.S. consumer ultimately, right? U.S. companies pass it on to the consumer. But he does, I don't say this about a lot of things. I actually think this is a core belief of his that he will stick to. Now, the issue is if the cost does get handed down, politically, he ran on lowering prices, not raising prices.
Right.
And that's where rubber meets road.
Yeah, Alex, about 10 seconds. He doesn't have long on that, according to at least polling.
Well, in some data I saw today is, when he imposed tariffs on China in the first term, the trade deficit with China went down, but then the trade deficit got larger with Vietnam and Mexico. So Americans are just going to buy their goods from somewhere else.
Yeah, we're just going to rearrange the decks on the Titanic, the deck chairs on the Titanic, so to speak. All right, Alex Bolton, Chris Eliza, thanks so much for starting us off tonight. Really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.